Hi, it's me again. So I'm in my truck. We are on our way. I'm actually running late according to my schedule because Lowe's opens at 6 and 6:15. So again, I'm going to Lowe's. I'm gonna buy a, what is that called? Impact drill. I'm gonna buy an impact drill. Saw one of the videos that Rental Robert had, and he said that that was a must-have tool to have. And I also have later on today at 10 o'clock. It's kind of late. I guess in the morning, you know, people usually want to do things early in the morning. At least that's the way I like to do things. So we do have our first drum roll, please. Our first customer. We're gonna go over and I say we because I'm gonna pick up my dad, and I'm sure my mom's gonna come with us. We're gonna pick up a few couches, a dresser, a couple of nightstands from this person, and she contacted us, and I gave her an original price, and then I sensed some hesitation on her part, and it was the first call that I got, folks. Very first call. And I thought to myself, you know what, you're not gonna make the money that you want to make, but make it happen and make at least some money, right? And I also thought to myself, you know, you're asking for help, you're praying for help. Here it is. Go get it. Make it happen. It's not for what you wanted. But how about if this person, it's a lady. I think I could say her name because I don't know her last name. Her name is Sandra. Real nice lady. What about if she's in the same situation? That she's praying and she's asking for help. She needs this service. And she's praying, please, please, Lord, don't make it be that expensive. And I'm praying, please, Lord, give me work. Give me my first customer. And he knocked two birds with one stone. God is good. God is good. I do feel, however, that a lot of what happens to us has to do with our... Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm all talking, the video's all... Well, mistakes are gonna happen. Just learn your lesson. Just learn your lesson. So the lesson here is, every once in a while, look at your phone. Okay, we're coming at a stoplight here. Maybe I need a Titan. I need a Titan. That should be better. So I think I was saying Two birds with one stone. God is good. But a big thing about it is our attitude. It's just our attitude. I remember I work in the refineries, and I remember whenever I was in my tools, I was just a helper, right? I was just a helper trying to learn. I was hungry, trying to learn. And those other people that came in the same time that I did, and then I would tell them, hey man, how come you're not trying to learn this? How come you're not doing this? And what we were talking about drawings, right? Learning how to read isometric drawings, which are pretty easy. Once you try to figure them out. PNIDs are a little bit harder, and I don't even know what PNID stands for, but PNIDs are a little bit harder, but you put forth the effort, it's gonna happen, right? So anyways, this person would reply to, they're not paying me to do that. I thought to myself, well, they're not paying me to do that either. However, as Jim Rohn says, you don't get paid for your time. You get paid for your value. So the value has to come first before the pay comes first. And that has always been my mentality. And I think it's because I was blessed. I was blessed with two wonderful parents. Two wonderful parents. They provided me with, well, not only me, but my older brother and my sister. They provided us with a great example. You know, they came here to this country, this awesome country, not knowing the language, and they succeeded. They succeeded. To me, they're a success. I'm 43 years old. When I was 12, they bought their home. I lived in, we lived in apartments for many, many years. Finally, when I was 12, we moved into our house, and my parents paid for it cash. So all this time, they were saving up. Now keep in mind, it was just my dad working. My mom, she was a stay-at-home mom. But I think that every person has their strengths and their opportunities. My mom, she's really good at organizing herself, at saving money, at budgeting, really. So my dad was the only one that worked. They had 3 kids, and they were able to save up money to buy a home cash. Now keep in mind, it was a fixer-upper. It wasn't exactly, I guess you could say it was move-in ready, but there was still a few items that needed to be fixed. So my dad, I mean, he's a guy with great wisdom. He knows how to do a lot of things. And little by little, we just started remodeling, tearing down drywall, tearing down insulation, putting new insulation up, putting new drywall up, tape and float, which I'm not particularly fond of, But I like hanging drywall. You know, I like doing things like that. But tape and float, I just, I could never find myself to like that. So anyways, I'm rambling on. Like I said, I was blessed. I have two great parents. They came here to the United States not knowing the language. They're a success. They're a great example for my brother, my sister, and myself. They were also loving parents. You know, parents that if you needed to be disciplined, they disciplined you. And nowadays that's frowned upon. But it's their responsibility to discipline you. You know, if they don't discipline you, you know, they don't care about you. That's the way I take it. If your parent doesn't tell you you're doing something wrong, doesn't tell you no, I don't know. Maybe they do care about you, but I just feel that it's their responsibility. It's our responsibility now that I'm a father. I've been a father for a while. My oldest, she's 20, and my youngest, she's 7. So it's my job. It's my wife and my job to raise them right. So they're a success. They're a great example. And the reason I say they're a success, they own their home and they have 3 rental properties. Now, if that's not a success, coming in here, not knowing the language, what is? What is? And it all comes back to attitude. Excuse me. It all comes back to attitude. What attitude do you have? Do you have the attitude to succeed? Or do you have the attitude of, you know, nothing goes right for me, I'm just a victim? Guys, we live in America. There's a lot of countries out there with no electricity, or with limited electricity, with no water, no running water, or with limited running water. And here we are in the greatest country in the land, and we can't make it happen. Attitude. I'm here at Lowe's. Let me go ahead and go in there and get my impact driver. Also gotta go, like I said, pick up my uniforms and get an oil change. After that, I'll go ahead and swing back and home, hook up my trailer, and you know, do a more I guess thorough walkthrough of it. And then after that, I would have to go pick up my parents and head out. But stay with me. Again, this is my first video. If I'm making mistakes, if I'm talking too low, if whatever I'm doing wrong, give me some constructive criticism where I can take it and run with it, where I can take it and get better, where I can take it and make it happen. I've seen a lot of videos and they always forget to say this, and you can tell who's beginning, you know, who's barely starting with this YouTube, Because at the end they're always, oh, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to. But I am coming back. But if you like what you're hearing, if you want to come along with me, and let's grow together, guys. Let's grow together. If you like what you hear, if what anything that I have said has helped you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that bell, that notification bell. I'm gonna try to do videos at least once a week, and probably it's either gonna be Saturday or Sunday. I usually work Monday through Friday, sometimes only just Monday through Thursday. So if I'm off on Friday, I'll probably do it on Friday. But I do go to work at 5:30, and I get up at 4:30 to get to work at 5:30, and to try to do a video during that time. It's not impossible, but it might be slightly difficult to do it. So we go in here to Lowe's, get my impact driver, and like I said, once I get my trailer hooked up, I'll come back and visit you guys. Thank you.